So you see the crack, it goes all the way up. ¿Qué es la que hay? Welcome back to Tony West DIY. My name is Wes, and in the last video I showed you some of the parts that we received while we were moving from Maryland to Texas and the plan for the next video. By the way, if you haven't watched it, you can click on this card that is going to pop up now. So the next video we were going to install the diffuser, super corner, or at least that's what I plan to. However, I don't know if it happens to you, but every time that I want to do something and nothing goes smooth, or it's like the universe, you know, have a conspiracy and doesn't let you move forward the way you want it. So I was in a Cars and Coffee last week and something happened, and it's something that I really need to address. I don't like how that looked, and I'm gonna show you right now. When I was getting to the parking lot where we were going to park, the bumper hit the road and it snapped the fender. So technically this car needs a new fender. There's a huge crack there, and now it has this. And this is something that I really haven't touched since I bought the car. The whole front end is aftermarket, and you know, it always bothered me, all the fitment issues I should say, that are in the front. There's a video that I tried to mold the bumper with a heat gun, and tried to make it prettier, but this is something that really bothered me a lot. So for now I'm not gonna buy new fenders. I'm just gonna fix that one, especially because I'm not trying to paint the car as well. We might wrap it, but that's coming up. But now I have another excuse. I bought new bumper lights and I haven't been able to install them because I need to remove that bumper first. So since I have to fix that fender, let's remove the bumper and then let's start from there. Alright, the bumper is out and the bumper lights are out. And before I show you the new bumper lights, this is why this bumper bothered me. All this that you see is just me trying to make it look better and give the proper gaps, like leave the proper gaps, should I say. But look how this bumper is. This has always been a concern, and I really don't like it, but this car had so many issues, and I really wanted to focus first on preventing the engine to take a shit and remove all the eBay shit they had and wiring issues. So I will attack that front end at some point, but it's not my priority right now. And let me show you what we are going to be installing. I really need to find my GoPro so I don't have to be holding the camera and doing everything with one hand. But look at this. Yeah, buddy, these are gonna be the new bumper lights. I'm gonna show you how they look. This is from my buddy Mike from StopMotionLightning, and yeah, he actually was the one that did my tail lights as well. Here you can control how they look, and there's an app too that you can download. All the instructions are here. Yep. So we'll be dealing with the wiring later, but man, look at this. I'm gonna put the nuts on the taillights and then leave them alone, and then start removing the fender. You see why at some point I will have to fix that look. And it's funny because in the last Cars and Coffee, someone say, oh man, this car is perfect. I was like, it's still a work in progress. He said, man, what else you have to do? There's nothing else you need to do. I'm like, well, there's a lot of stuff to do, and this is what I mean. This car is far from perfect. By the way, always make sure that this main harness that goes in both sides is attached, because yeah, if this fall over the tire and you don't realize it, a lot of bad stuff can happen. Ask me how I know. crack. It goes all the way up, and I noticed removing it that it always crack in the inside too. So yeah, I'm this close to throw this to the trash, but again, I'm not in my house, so I can't order something that is gonna take time, and then I'll move, then it get lost. I'm gonna fix it, and then we'll deal with new ones later on. Alright, so I drill at the end of the crack on each crack that I'm gonna fix, and the reason being is to prevent that crack to keep expanding. This is what I have to fix the fender. I bought this kit in AutoZone, and I was going to only use the bundle that is for fiberglass, but I wanted to reinforce specifically because of how that crack is. Here you see, yeah, it really messed up the fender really bad. This is just to reinforce on the back, and then all the imperfections and the rest I'm just gonna fix it with this. Like, if you can see this crack, you can tell, you know, that is there, but if I look at the back of the fender, it's not all the way down. So for that one, I will have to sand down that crack until it goes away, and then fill it with the bundle. It really sucks to be working in storage. I don't have power. It's really hot, but I have to make sure that fender is squared away for the next event. So let's keep going. So that's how it will look after, I think, 3 days. So now we just have to cut the excess, trim it, make it look pretty. I have to bring the fender where I have all my household goods because I don't have power in the storage. Alright, I'm back at the storage unit. So what I'm gonna do now is to try to minimize all those scratches. Not that much because it's bundle what I'm gonna use, so I still want, you know, scratches so the bundle can attach, but I can't leave this shiny area, so I have to expand a little bit more so the bundle can attach there, and then fill out, you know, all those imperfections. Right now it's like a concave shape, and then here you can tell there's like a small step here, so I have to make this flush. Now I have the opportunity to fix this fender anyway, because whoever made this fender didn't do it right, and I don't know if you can tell, but there's like this area is all wavy. So what I'm gonna use is this block to try to make it flush. If you can't tell the wavy area, I'm gonna show you. You see what I mean? You see these 80 grit scratches? I need to make sure that I sand that down with at least 220, and then, you know, 320, 400. I can leave it to 220 or 320. English, motherfucker, do you speak it? If I'm gonna put primer, because the primer, if it's thick enough, it will cover it. But if I'm gonna use paint, minimum should be 600 grit. If you don't do that, once the sun hit this area, it will mark the scratches. Alright, now to sand down the primer. The reason why I put a little bit of black paint is whenever I sand down with the block, if I still see areas where the black paint is still in. That means that that's a lower area, and I have to keep sanding down until it's flat or flush. You see that? So I have to keep sanding down until everything looks like that. All right, so everything is sand down. I tried to clean it with fresh water because I don't have water here. We'll see how it goes. It's not that clean. I'm gonna use the tack cloth to try to clean it the best I can and then paint it.